Let's talk about the top 10. Let's talk about the top 10 most influential people. Influential. I can't say it. In the founding of Canada, and tried to memorize them. First is John Cabot. Cabot, talented by the English, is credited as the first European to discover what is now Canada.
Wow.
Problem is, he didn't write much down, so his exploration is not helpful for history. And the Vikings, led by Leif Erikson, came here about 400 years before Cabot. So yeah, we still honor him. But how do we memorize Cabot? He discovered Canada on his boat. Canada boat. Cabot. Number 2 is Jacques Cartier. Yeah, since I can't pronounce his name, he must be French. And he is. Claimed Canada's land for France and was the first to call it the land of Canada, which is an Iroquois word for village. To remember Cartier, he might have been a partier at the birthday of a new French land. Partier. Number 3 is Samuel De Champlain. Samuel De Champlain is called the father of New French, which is what Canada used to be called. He is super important because he made the first colonies in Canada. And one of those colonies will someday become the city of Quebec. And he made maps of it all. The way to remember Samuel De Champlain it's to think that he was just a champ at planning a new country. Champlain. Okay, I'm really bad at French names. Okay. Number 4 is James Wolfe. James Wolfe is the English general who, during the 7-Year War between the English and the French, won Quebec from the French. I mean, without James Wolfe, all of Quebec might still be speaking French. Oh wait, it's still up, so, oh well, yeah. That was the turning point in the war, which led to Britain conquering all of Canada's land, and New France was no more. Bye-bye. To remember Wolfe, remember that for the French Canadians, James Wolfe acted as savage as a real one. Number 5 is Guy Carleton, who the King of England renamed first Baron Dorchester. What a dork. No, but really, this is the guy. Named Guy. Made sure that Quebec did not become part of the United States during the Revolutionary War. Yep, you don't ever hear that in your history books. Guy Carleton also freed thousands of slaves and encouraged them and any other loyalists to fight with him on the English side. Pew, pew. He led the free slaves and loyalists to Canada. He was also the Governor General. To remember Guy Carleton, just think of the guy who took all the free slaves and loyalists in his car back to Canada. Guy Carleton. Number 6 is Chief Tecumseh. Chief Tecumseh had a dream to unite all the First Nation people in what is now U.S. and Canada. He tried to set up a confederacy, complete with its own native government and diplomats, to make a stand against the white man. He was a general in the War of 12 anyways. And he fought on Canada's side when he died. To remember Tecumseh, he was asking all First Nation people to come so they would be reunited. Tecumseh. Number 7 is Lord Durham, otherwise known as John George Lambton. Top 1. By the time Lord Durham came around, Canada has been split into 2 colonies. Lower Canada was lower on the Lawrence River and very French. and Upper Canada, which is up the Lawrence River, and very English, especially with all the new English refugees from the Revolutionary War. I know upper and lower seem backwards. There have been some fighting among them, and Lord Durham was sent by England to fix it. Lord Durham decided that the French and English should be more united. He recommended the union of the government of the Upper and Lower Canada and to call it the Province of Canada. Lord Durham also realized the Province of Canada needed to be able to govern themselves to be happy and suggested a responsible government, which will make it so leaders were elected by the people. To memorize Lord Durham, remember that when Canada was getting frustrated, Durham tried to lure them by uniting them and giving them more power. Durham lure. Number 8 is Joseph Howe. Joseph Howe was the first leader in the entire English Empire to figure out how to set up a responsible government where the people elected assemblies and that the English governors needed to obey. He called this a peaceable revolution. This happened in the colony of Nova Scotia. Remember Joseph Howe? Just think that he showed the empire how to do it. Number 9 is actually 2 men. Robert Baldwin and Louis-Hippolyte. Louis-Hippolyte LaFontaine. Baldwin and LaFontaine, political partners. Baldwin was responsible for the English West, formerly Upper Canada, and LaFontaine was responsible for the French East, formerly Lower Canada. For the first time, they tried a responsible government for all of Canada. It is democratic independence without a revolution. Everything was starting to become the way Canada is governed today. Even laying out municipal, judicial responsibilities. Baldwin and LaFontaine are sometimes even called the first prime ministers of Canada. I had to memorize. Baldwin and LaFontaine. That's hard. Because all I think of is a fountain pouring down on a bald man. How about a bald man did win his election and showered a fountain of bubbly to celebrate? Baldwin Fontaine is a Baldwin fountain for democratic independence in all of Canada. And number 10, the real first Prime Minister, Sir John A. Macdonald. Sir John A. Macdonald united with his political rivals to create a great coalition which united Canada as a whole. And on July 1st, 1867, Canada became a new nation. The first Prime Minister of that nation was Macdonald. Although he was the father of the Confederation, Macdonald was not perfect. Real duh. Do you remember McDonald? Just think, oh, McDonald had a farm. McDonald's was the first fast food restaurant. McDonald was the first Prime Minister. We're not done. Our honorable mention goes to Henry Hudson. The Hudson Bay is named after his discovery of it. But Hudson was not trying to find a bay. He was trying to find China. Like others, he was looking for the Northwest Passage. He wasn't the most successful explorer. In fact, his men deserted him, and the sun are leaving him in a tiny rowboat in the middle of that bay, the Hudson Bay. That bay is where we get the name Hudson Bay Company. So in a way, Henry Hudson is more famous for his name than for anything else. To remember Hudson, think Bloodson, because the blood of Hudson and his son is on the men who left him. Hudson Bloodson. And also, honorable mention goes to Laura Secord. Yay, a girl! Who, during the War of 1812, overheard American troops planning their next attack while sitting in her father's pub. She walked 23 miles to the nearest English base and warned the army in time that Americans were defeated. Today there's a chocolate company named after her. To memorize Secord, think Secret Secord. Laura Secord found out the secret. Let's talk about the top 10.